Good morning, 7th and 8th graders. Today we're focused on page 209. Yesterday we should have turned in page 208, where we went over, we talked about the author's point of view, Elizabeth Keckley's point of view. And then we also filled in key facts about these situations. So we've got Elizabeth Keckley's job. We talked about she was a dressmaker, right? And specifically she was a dressmaker for President Lincoln's wife. Okay, where Elizabeth Keckley lived, we know that once upon a time she was a slave. It wasn't really specific about what, where she was a slave or whom she was a slave for. However, we know that she was a slave, so she lived in slave conditions. But we also know that she lived in Washington, D.C. With some of her very, very close friends. Okay, and then the fourth one down, important events at the time Elizabeth Keckley was writing. We know that the Civil War had just ended, and we also know that Abraham Lincoln had just been shot. And even like when she was writing, he hadn't even died yet. Or I guess the event that she was writing about, he hadn't passed away at that time. Okay, so today what we will do is we take a look at this. Okay, so there's some details. I saw Mrs. Lincoln for a moment. She told me that she was to attend the theater that night with the president. This is in paragraph 2. So we need to write, was that an event or an emotion? Okay, then we put over here, Keckley knows she's an important person in Mrs. Lincoln's life. We know that, yeah, she must know that she was, very, very important for the president's wife to be telling her all those details about what they were doing. Okay, so we got now number 2. Never before was joy so violently contrasted with sorrow. All right, so is that an event or an emotion? Well, I see the word joy right there. I tie the word joy with an emotion, so I think I'm going to go emotion right here. Okay, and then over here on the point of view, never before was joy so violently contrasted with sorrow. That tells me that she was very, very happy that the war had ended and that slavery was being abolished. However, she was devastated about the news of the president, right? Okay, there's kind of a couple different things there. Okay, I'm going to have you guys do number 3, 4, and 5. Okay, number 3 says, I felt as if the blood had been frozen in my veins. Is that an event or an emotion? And then what's her point of view there? Grief and anxiety were making me weak, and as we joined the large crowd, I began to feel as meek and humble as a child. I think that sounds to me, well, emotion or event. What do you guys think? And then number 5, I hastily put on my shawl and was driven to the White House. On entering, I saw Mrs. Lincoln tossing uneasily upon a bed. Is that an emotion or an event? And what's her point of view? Okay, so you guys will do these ones. Okay, we kind of talked about this, but you need to fill it in. Then you've got 3, 4, and 5 to do, and then we'll get that turned in. Okay, once again, page 209, and we'll go from there. Good job, guys. And then from there, looks like we start to do some writing based on what we've done, but don't worry about that. We'll get to that tomorrow. Okay, have a great day. Work hard. If you're at home and you have any questions, please reach out to me and we'll make sure that I get them answered. Okay, thanks so much. Have a great day.